I'm willing to bet 99% of people making a class with the KASTOV 74u are doing it completely wrong. This gun is made best as an SMG, even though it's in the AR category within the game. And guys, the way you tune this gun is going to make or break it. And you could definitely make this thing completely overpowered and broken within this game. And we're going to get right into that. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare 2 video. Today we're going to be looking at the KASTOV 74u, better known as the AK-74u, and this class is really disgusting and has nothing to do with all the attachments and stuff. Obviously the attachments make it great, but it has to do with the tuning and what I figured out to make this gun an absolute slayer. So let's get straight into it. The first thing is the secondary. I mean, throw on whatever you want for the secondary. I'm not going to tell you guys you have to use a certain thing. Honestly, I either run a pistol or I run a melee. I like the knife. The combat knife is cool. I got a bunch of them here, and I'm gonna throw this one on. It looks the nicest. Then we got stim shot, we got the drill charge. Now I'm trying out a whole bunch of different lethals and stuff to figure out which ones I could get the most kills with, and honest to God, so far I'm not crazy about any of them. I like the frag grenade, I like the semtex and the throwing knife. Other than that, I mean, they're whatever. So I'm testing out the drill charge at the moment. It is what it is. I'm not too crazy about it. You get one kill maybe per game with it if you play it right. The enemies just, they get way too much of a notice to run away from the drill charge that it's not going to get you too many kills. The perks is double time, scavenger, cold-blooded, and bird's eye, absolutely insane, and then the dead silence for the field upgrade, obviously. But now the attachments are what make this gun pretty nice, but once you tune them, it just makes it completely broken. So the first one is going to be the muzzle, and this is the RF Crown 50. This gives you horizontal and vertical recoil control. Now you go into the tuning for this one, and I put the ADS anywhere between 0.55 to 0.60, and the reason for that is because you still get a decent amount of recoil control, as you guys can see there, but it doesn't take too much handling away. If you put the recoil stabilization all the way up, yeah, you get a whole bunch of recoil control, but the handling, your movement, everything, the ADS speed, all that is going to be really, really slow. But then you bring it up to here and you start to see it starts to bring that out a bit, but the higher you go, the more in it brings it. So somewhere around here, I find to be a very decent number. I'm going to stick with 0.53 for that. And then for the actual gun kick control, you're going to put that up to 0.12. Again, if you bring this too much, it starts bringing in the accuracy. So you don't want to put it too crazy. And I feel like somewhere around here is a very decent number for it. Now let's get on to the next attachment, which is going to be the barrel, and this is the BR209 barrel. Now the reason you want this, like I said, you want to play this gun like an SMG, even though it's categorized as an AR, which in my opinion it really shouldn't be. I feel like they were just missing another AR in the game, so they said throw this one there. It really shouldn't be, but this is good. So you get movement speed and you get ADS speed. In the tuning, again, we're going to put the recoil steadiness up to 0.15. If we don't, you guys are going to see everything changes a little bit. So 0.14, 15, 16, whatever you could get it around there is going to be real nice. And then instead of ADS speed, I normally throw ADS speed all the way up. You guys are going to see, like, if you throw it up, your handling doesn't go up too much, and then it brings in the damage and everything else. So your damage is going to be a lot weaker if you throw that up. Your shots are going to be doing less damage. So I bring this up just slightly, somewhere around here, and the damage range is lifted, the handling is not bad, and the mobility is pretty good for that one right there. Now let's move on to the laser. This one is not tunable, unfortunately, but the good thing about this laser is you get no cons whatsoever, and you do just get ADS speed, and that's the Schlager Peck box. I think that's 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I don't know my Roman numerals too well, but we're just going to pretend it's 4. And yeah, you're going to run that right there. You get ADS speed, which is really great in my opinion, and the fact that this laser has no cons is good, because most lasers in the game, the laser is visible, as you guys can see here. And then this one, it's not visible, but you don't get, it's only hip fire stuff. And then the laser's visible again, flashlight visible, everything's visible. So to get the ADS speed on this one without the visibility, in my opinion, it's a good pro. I definitely like to run that. The next attachment, again, where we can't actually tune this one, but it's a great attachment to run, and that's the VLK stockless for ADS speed, which is amazing, one of the best pros in the game. Sprint to fire speed, again, one of the best pros in the game. Movement speed, which is really nice because it is an AR, so it is heavier. So if you have the movement speed, it's going to feel more like an SMG. And then hip recoil control, so you can start shooting this gun from the hip before ADSing and hopefully hitting some of those shots. So this is really nice right there. It's a good attachment. The cons are not that great. The aiming recoil control, aiming stability, and flinch resistance are all cons, but it is what it is. Going to the last attachment, this is the True Tac grip, and this one's amazing because again, you get the two best pros in the game, ADS speed and sprint to fire. Now what I used to do for this right here in the tuning is I used to max out the ADS and the sprint to fire, and then I realized you don't need to max it out. The ADS at 0.32 is great, because look what happens when you bring it all the way to the max. the recoil goes a lot more in as well. But we want that to stick out, and at 0.32, the handling is almost what it is at max out, but the recoil control is a lot easier to control as well. And then for the sprint to fire, 0.32 as well is what we're gonna stick with, because again, if you max that out, it brings in the accuracy. So you don't want to do that. 0.32, 0.30, wherever you can get it somewhere there, the accuracy isn't too bad. So most of your shots should be hitting. So don't max it out, definitely don't. All the classes in the past that I've told you to max it out, set it to 0.32 on each, and it's gonna be pretty decent. So we go into the firing range, and you guys can see, like, it's a solid gun. The ADS is solid for an AR. The sprint to fire speed solid for an AR, and the lack of recoil is really nice. It's gonna make hitting those shots at all ranges feel really easy. So that's it, guys. That's the class. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel if you're new around here with those notifications turned on. My name is Nick. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.